girl's eating her food. Yes, you are. That's a good girl. What's up, you guys? I would say if you're new here, welcome back, but I am also new here. I have wanted to get into YouTube for such a long time, but taking that first step and doing it is really scary, and I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like it's because there's a little bit more talking, showing yourself a little bit more, and then it's like, oh, if I put all of this into these videos and nobody watches it, like, oh, you know? But then I started thinking, no, like even if one person watches this and is able to learn something from my meals or my workouts or things I've gone through in life and my wisdom that I like to say I have a little bit of, if it just helps one person, then that is worth it. So let's get going on this YouTube journey together. Lots of exciting things coming up. For starters, we're gonna do a little what I eat in a day. I get asked this a lot on Instagram, so I figured why don't we just actually go through it here for one of my first YouTube videos. So let's get right into it for what I eat in a day. Of course, I start every morning with my water. You should too. Water, 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 water. That is one of the first things I actually ask my clients. I'm like, so how much water do you drink in a day? So water first. Okay, over here we have our first form cabinet. We will need our salted caramel for protein coffee. And then these Microfactor Complete Daily Nutrient Packs I've been taking daily now for, I would say, almost a full month, and I've loved it. No complaints. I'll get into this a little bit more when I actually take it. I like to wait until I have some food on my stomach. So this is where the magic happens. The protein coffee that I post about 24/7. This is how we get it, all right? Time to tamp it down. That just smells so good. Even if you don't like coffee, you have to love the smell of it, I'm convinced. Okay, and then with Fairlife, we're using the fat-free and it's lactose-free. For 1 cup, it's 13 grams of protein. I do right under that. It's probably like 6 ounces. So we've got that, almost 13 grams. We'll just say 10 plus my Formula One salted caramel whey protein, 23 grams for a scoop. So we're at over 30 grams of protein just in frickin' coffee. So yes, please. With my milk and protein powder, I'm going to actually froth it like a cold foam. And I know it's crazy because normally cold foam isn't that much, but that is just how I like to do my protein coffee. It turns out fabulous. Okay, now you can do whichever order you would prefer. We'll do espresso first today. So poured my espresso. And now for this cold foam. And yes, I realize it is a crap ton of cold foam, but it's literally just all of my protein powder and milk. I mean, can y'all see how freaking delicious? Yeah. Yeah. How hard is it to find a straw? Goodness. Let's do a little taste test. You know, one thing I am gonna do that I totally forgot to do before I actually blended all of this up is I normally add a little bit of salt because it's salted caramel, no worries. But we're just gonna do a little bit of that and then stir it up now. Make sure we get that nice and okay. Every time It is just so good. And 30 grams of protein. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go grab my devotional. We're gonna sit and drink some coffee, do our morning devo, a little bit of journaling, and then we're gonna actually cook some breakfast. So I'm gonna also share this with y'all today. Even if you're not religious, this is still just something amazing to kind of put a little pep in your step. What is your why? What are you striving for in life? Sometimes this question can be a reality check, especially when it doesn't align with what God has in store for us. We are meant for so much more than our own earthly desires, all right? You have wonderful and beautiful talents that are unique to you. If we all had the same job or duties, how would this world work? It wouldn't. So no matter what you do, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, full-time student, hardworking professional, you're doing great work and the work that you are supposed to be doing. So when things get hard, days get hard, and you want to compare and you want to look at what someone else is doing, we have to take a step back and realize, no, because that's what they're supposed to do, and this is what I'm supposed to do. Because even if I did what they're doing, it wouldn't be the same, and I wouldn't be enjoying it, because that's not what's meant for me. So I just think that's so good, especially as women. We love to compare. We love. Maybe that's just a me thing. And I always say it's not like a jealousy comparison. It's a, dang, am I not working hard enough? Am I not doing enough? Like, that's where it comes from, and it's being really hard on myself, but remembering, no, what I'm doing is what I am meant to do. What they're doing is what they're meant to do. So remember your why. And even when you're doing what your purpose is and you have those hard days, go back to your why within your purpose. So I just thought that was dang good. Wanted to share if anyone's looking for a new devotional. This one's only 90 days, but it's called You Got This. 90 devotions to equip and empower hardworking women, which is every woman I know. So this has been fabulous, and I would recommend it to anyone and everyone. Let's cook some breakfast. Okay, so for breakfast, outside of the protein coffee, we're gonna do some eggs, egg whites with cottage cheese, kind of scrambled up, some chicken sausage, and some blueberries on the side. So let's get to it. And I am cooking this for 2 people, so don't be like, wow, Riley, you're a hungry girl in the mornings. This is for 2 people. Oh, sorry, that was my avocado oil from Primal Kitchen. That is what I use for my oil anytime I use oil. This chicken sausage is so freaking good. It's from Target. It's their apple and maple mini links. It's really freaking good. All right, time to get the eggs going. And like I said, I do eggs and egg whites just so that I am getting a little bit of good fats and nutrients from the yolk, but I don't want like 5 eggs for the calorie purposes, if that makes any sense. So I'm getting a lot of the good nutrients from the actual whole egg, but egg whites, you're getting all of the protein with a fraction of the calories. So, and then egg whites, you can totally measure it out so you know exactly, but I just kind of eyeball it. Yeah, for 1 egg white, it's 25 calories, 5 grams of protein. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. So egg whites are chef's kiss. And just so easy. You're just pouring it in. While everything is cooking, I'll go ahead and tell y'all about my MicroFactor Complete Daily Nutrient Pack. So that is what it looks like. And yes, it is kind of a lot of pills. A lot of people are like, huh? No. So it's got antioxidant, 3 times multi, 1 CoQ10, fruits and veggies, probiotic, and EFA. So when it says a complete daily nutrient pack, it is not lying. And the only thing I will say, when you start to go to the bathroom, number 1, it is going to be bright neon yellow. So just know that. But I feel like I have so much more energy throughout the entire day. Mix this up. We're gonna turn these sausages. I do like my sausage to get a little like crispy on the outside. If you're someone who loves to add cheese to your eggs, I do too, but a healthier option is adding cottage cheese. So you're still kind of getting that cheesy flavor, but you're getting protein as well. Not that regular cheese doesn't have protein, but cottage cheese is chef's kiss when it comes to protein intake. Then I just mix it all around. Breakfast is almost ready, but first, now we are so ready to eat. Protein packed, we love to see it. Antioxidants, whole foods. One thing about me, breakfast, favorite meal of the day. I romanticize it. I enjoy it. And favorite meal of the day. All right. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to drink the rest of my protein coffee. And then we're going to go on with the rest of our day. This is where I have to admit to y'all that I do not eat strictly whole foods in meals all of the time. I've been doing a lot of editing this morning and about to go work out. So I don't really want anything heavy. That's just kind of like, I'm a big breakfast girly and then snack throughout the day and then really good dinner at night. That's what works best for me. Like I said, I just don't like eating one big heavy meal during the day. We're going to do this chomp stick. I love the turkey ones as well. They have a little bit more protein in them and a little bit less calories, but sometimes I do just love the beef flavor and the jalapeno flavor. And I recently discovered Quest chips. Y'all, I have not done my research on how good or bad they really are for you. They're not terrible, but what exactly is in this bag of chips, that's what I'm not sure of. They taste phenomenal, and when I'm just sitting there snacking and getting work done, this slaps, and it's 30 grams of protein. So we're gonna eat it. I will catch y'all in a little bit after I get a little bit more editing done, because I'm gonna show you which pre-workout I take before we hit a nice leg day. So see y'all in a bit. Okay, we're about to go work out. So I'm using 1st Phorm's Endura-Formance. I feel like I sound really silly when I say that, but Endura-Formance peach ring flavor. Oh yeah. I have a bad sweet tooth, especially when it comes to candy, but I kid you not, drinking my flavors of 1st Phorm kind of satisfies that sweet tooth. The thing I love about this pre-workout compared to my other, this has creatine in it. That is huge. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone right here. Nice little pre-workout drink and creatine. And I know so many people are like, no, I'm so afraid of creatine. Oh my gosh, no. Listen, ladies, it is not gonna make you bulky. Unless you think I'm bulky. If you think I am bulky, then this is what creatine does to you. But this is the leanest I've actually ever been. So I personally love creatine. It's helped me get stronger, faster, build more muscle mass, boost my metabolism, recover better. Like, all of the benefits are crazy. So I want to encourage you to not be afraid. Isn't this water bottle crazy and amazing? Coco got this for me for Christmas and I absolutely love it. It just stirs it right up and it's self-timer. So now it's ready to go. That is so good. Well, we're gonna drink this, we're gonna work out, and then we'll be back for another snack. So, toodles! let's make a cottage cheese bowl. These bowls, I say it bowl. It's literally cottage cheese, blueberries, and honey. It's not really like a, wow, I'm making a big bowl. No. And I'm not measuring this out. I'm going by how hungry do I feel, knowing I have dinner in just a little bit, but I needed a pre-dinner snack. This is gonna be scrumptious. I also need to go shower, put comfy clothes on, and then we will whip up some dinner. Dinner's gonna be freaking good tonight. Wait and see. I am now clean and cozy, ready to whip up some dinner. Dinner's gonna be so freaking good tonight. It's steak, broccoli, and sweet potato. Super simple and easy, but so freaking good. We're gonna start with putting the oven on 400. Oh. Let that preheat. You're gonna want a pan. Then we're gonna foil this pan and add our broccoli. All right. We're gonna pour that broccoli on our foiled pan. Some of the broccoli that's really big like this, I like to break it up just because I don't like eating that big of a piece of broccoli personally. That's probably good. I'm gonna take my Primal Kitchen avocado oil and we're just gonna drizzle that all over. I use some salt, okay, all over. And then I am obsessed with the Mr. P's Greek seasoning. It says it's great for meat, seafood, veggies, chicken, and Greek salads, and I love it on my vegetables. So we're gonna just sprinkle this as well. Once the oven is ready for it to be put in, we're gonna put it in there for 20 minutes. So 400 degrees, 20 minutes. All we did was oil, salt, Greek seasoning. That's it. There's a little trick, I guess, to make it a little bit easier on you. Buy these sweet potatoes. They're already packaged like so. So all you do is pop them in the microwave. And about, if I put them both in at the same time, I do about 4 to 6 minutes each side and they're done. Okay, here's my little air fryer. Pretty sure I actually got this off TikTok Shop. But it's the cutest little size, and it's really easy to use. There are some that are much larger, but I like this little guy. I think he does great. All right, for these steaks, we just have the Target petite sirloins. All right, nice and easy. And for 2 of them, it was less than $10. How can you beat that? You can't, so we're eating petite sirloin steaks for under $10. When you plan accordingly, grocery shopping can be doable, and good, yummy foods you can make right at home. You don't have to break the bank. But like I said, you kind of have to plan. You have to know what you're getting, and buying in bulk is also a fabulous idea. Costco is your best friend. I am still using Mr. P's rub a butt. You will love it. That is what I'm using for my steak. It's great on ribs, pork, butts, steaks, seafood, and chicken. So yeah, this is what I love to use on my steaks. Mr. P's is just chef's kiss. What's crazy is we put the broccoli in, we prepped our steak, and now there's 13 minutes left on the broccoli, and I put it in for 20. So we can go and pop these in the microwave. Of course, if you would like to bake them, go right ahead, but I still think it tastes really good in the microwave, okay? So, 5 minutes, and then we're gonna flip and cook for another 5 minutes. Sorry, ignore all of my Ninja Cafe stuff. Got those washed and cleaned. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in. Literally watch how easy this is. So we're gonna turn it on. Okay, it's at 400 degrees, that's what we want. We're gonna go over here to the timer. We're gonna start with 10 minutes total, flipping halfway. Boom, start. Now it's cooking. Crazy. That is crazy. The hardest part of all of this, ready? Because they're so dang hot. Hot potato is a real thing. But we got them flipped. 5 more minutes. All right, it's time to flip these bad boys. And this time is for more of like a medium rare steak. That is how I prefer my steak. So just know that if you want it a little bit more cooked, then just cook it a little bit longer. You're a good girl. You think you getting some of this? No, I will say. She'll probably get a little bit of steak and she'll probably get a little bit of sweet potatoes. She loves her sweet potatoes. Do have to admit that. That is done. This has 10 seconds and these finished about 2 minutes ago, which they're way too hot to handle anyways. Boom, boom, boom. We crushed that. Let's plate our food. Oh, yeah, you see that? Oh, God. Okay. These are smoking. And now time to look. Yeah, these are ready. Okay. These look and smell so freaking good. Now, if you're someone who you can't eat a sweet potato plain, totally fine. Add a little bit of like cinnamon. You can even do a little bit of cinnamon sugar, a little bit of butter and cinnamon, whatever you feel. I personally do love it plain, but do whatever you need to do to eat that sweet potato. And now for my favorite part. I love broccoli. Why? I don't know, but I love it. And I want some more of it. Oh yeah. I say freaking and freaking a lot. It's a lot better than something else. It's just my way of expressing my excitement, you know? If food doesn't just make you feel some type of way, we're gonna change that. I want you to love food and get this excited over healthy foods too, because that's truly how I feel when I'm cooking dinner and I know I'm about to eat a sweet potato, broccoli, and steak. I actually get fired up. Let me show you this a little bit closer. Just wait. Just wait. Like OMG. Let's taste it. And then if you know me, we're not eating dinner without my root beer lollipop. This is a must every single night. Every single night. We're gonna, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that to y'all. Look at this. God, every time. And the immediate smell, right when you pop it, this is about to be perfect. Now you might think, okay, she's eating everything today. No. Stay tuned to my nightly sweet tooth routine. But I drink a glass of milk, so I add in some protein to end the night. So I do have a sweet tooth. And Sweet Loren's cookies. These are a must. A must at the end of every day. I normally do 1 chocolate chunk and 1 fudge brownie, but I'm actually out. I'm out of the chocolate chunk. So fudge brownie it is. First things first though, I'm gonna take these 2 cups. Look how cute. Fairlife sent me these. They're so cute. We're gonna put them in the freezer so they're getting nice and cold for when I pour my milk when the cookies are ready. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, allergen-free. Yeah. So these are probably the only cookies I've ever eaten in my entire lifetime to where I don't have an upset stomach afterwards. Normally I just knew like eating cookies growing up, I was gonna eat cookies and then have to use the bathroom. Not with these. Not with these, so. And they taste amazing. Like, it's not just, oh, it's a healthier cookie. No, They taste freaking good. Fudge brownie ones actually taste like fudge brownies. And now we've got our frozen glasses. Okay, this is how not that I need to justify having a sweet treat. If I want to have a sweet treat, I'm gonna have a sweet treat. But this is also kind of how I justify it. I have a glass of milk, which is another 13 grams of protein. Kind of hard to beat that, you know? So, I mean, I'm just trying to pack that protein, that's all. I have cookies with my milk. The milk is the priority here, if you know what I'm saying, you know? Okay, well, I'm gonna go enjoy these cookies and my glass of milk and finish watching Frankenstein. So far, so good. Yeah, this was a full day of eating. This was really realistic. You never know. Like breakfast, pretty good idea. Always gonna have my protein coffee. Snacks in between, always up in the air. Dinner is kind of thought out well enough, but like what night of the week I'm gonna have each thing, never know. So this was me eating, like I said earlier, intuitively, which I want to dive deeper on another video. But yeah, my focus today was protein. That's my focus every day. I didn't count calories, and I don't count calories because your girl is a control freak. That was not a good time of my life. I did become very controlling over my food and trying to weigh as little as possible. And I liked eating less and then weighing less. It was kind of a game. So I don't track calories. I'm just very well aware of how much I eat and really just trying to hit my protein goals. And if you're hitting high protein, it's usually not that bad of foods. So anyways, this was fun. I would love for y'all to comment, like, subscribe, all of the things, and let me know what you think. If you have any other questions, drop them below. Feel free to DM me at any time, but this was fun. This is, I think, my second ever YouTube video. That's like long form. We're going to get better. Do not worry. This was a first. We're going to learn as we go, and we're going to learn together. So anyways, I hope everyone is having a great week and you continue to have a great week. Keep showing up for yourself. It can be small little things every single day. Atta girl. Bye.